Hello and welcome to Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce, where we connect with Troy Chamber members as they give us a glimpse into their company and share some of the business lessons they've learned along the way. Hi everyone, I'm Tara Tomczyk-Husak, President and CEO of the Troy Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined today by the amazing co-host and Vice President of the Chamber, Sheila Denstead.
Hello.
First, I'd like to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. Stay tuned for our very first commercial break where you can learn how you can rely on Trion. So Sheila, we have a very fun guest ahead of us today. Why don't you do some introductions?
I would love to. Thank you. Today we're meeting with Sati Smith, the newly appointed Chief Executive Officer at Diversified Members Credit Union. Sati was born and raised in the city of Detroit and brings a deep understanding of the community and a strong commitment to driving positive change. With over 20 years of experience in the financial industry and a remarkable track record of leadership, Sati has proven her ability to establish long-term relationships rooted in trust among leaders and members of DMCU. Her passion for fostering connections and empowering individuals has been the driving force behind her successful career. Sati's journey to CEO has been marked by unwavering dedication to personal and professional growth. She holds a Master of Arts degree, let me get that the right way, from Ashland Theological Seminary, a Bachelor of Social Work from Wayne State University, and was recently DEI certified from Cornell University. It's like all these big, cool schools. I can't get them out. With her leadership, DMCU is poised to reach new heights and make enduring impact of its lives and its members of the city of Detroit. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It is an honor. It is an honor. And wow, that introduction. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here today.
So I guess to get things started, you went to school for seminary. You then got a degree in social work. Your background is pretty impressive. So you ended up as the CEO of DMCU. So did you always want to go into the financial industries or did it choose you? Like, this is just a very fun path.
I would have to say, definitely, I did not want to go into the financial industry. It definitely chose me. Very interesting story and how I landed where I am. I started off getting my bachelor's in social work.
Okay.
And after completing that program, after dealing with some math classes, and after obtaining that degree, I went to seminary and got my master's in counseling, and all the while working at the credit union.
Oh.
Single mother, working, going to school, part-time, going to school, the weekends, and so it kind of, I was destined for it to be into the financial industry, but I did not pick it, nor would I have picked it. So it was destined.
Well, I think too, when people think about it, fundamentally, there is something about understanding people. So you had this job, like you said, you're a single mom, part-time, working. What was your position, your first position there?
I was a teller.
Okay, so as a teller,
yes,
you're working with people, and I know that sounds like a weird crossover, but it does kind of make sense in a weird way.
It does. It makes all the sense in the world now, but I didn't understand it at the time. So my degrees, I utilize them every day.
Yeah.
It helps me be relatable to the team and to people. And then the financial piece, because we all have to deal with our finances. Some of us are less privileged than others. The reality is that we all need some kind of financial assistance.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
Well, what's exciting too, and I do have a question, but something that came to mind is being the CEO, you've also had the opportunity to see what each role entails. So it really can help you be a better leader. And it shows that your employees know that you understand their role. So that has to be significant with what you're doing now.
Very significant. It helps me. It helps to drive. It helps to inspire. You know, employees are the most important part of any business that you have.
Absolutely.
And it's important that they feel valued, that they feel heard. So me being in those prior positions, starting off as people often say, I'm just a teller. Well, that's a big deal to be a teller or a cash service representative. helps, not just as you stated. So being in those different departments, in those different roles, it allows me to have a different lens. So when I make decisions, I can encompass all of those different expertise, experiences for the member, the employee, and the organization as well. So it's about being relatable to all people and meeting each individual where they are.
All right, that sounds like the perfect time to take a quick little break and hear a word from our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. We'll be right back.
I'm Joe Vicari, President and CEO of the Joe Vicari Restaurant Group, which encompasses 24 restaurants throughout the country. Trion's able to provide for our employees health insurance, 401ks, vacation time. All of that helps us compete against larger companies for top talent. Happy employees make for great service, and that's what our restaurants are known for. That's why we rely on Trion.
You can always rely on Trion.
Welcome back to Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce. We are here with Sati, and she is going to tell us all about the great commitment that they have for the Detroit community. So you guys, I see your guys' logo on places. I remember I was talking to Kathy when I saw the DMCU logo on the Zamboni downtown. I literally squealed with delight. I was like, that is brilliant. But I think it's not about the logo being on things. It's about being dedicated to the communities you serve. Tell us why that is so important to you.
It's important because we're in Detroit. Mm-hmm. We started off in Detroit. We've never left Detroit. We are committed to serving our members, our neighbors, their family. We're committed to serving the small businesses that are within the community. So community is very important to the organization, and networking and being able to give our members in the community, in the Metro Detroit area, the services that are relevant to them.
Well, it's important. I think when sometimes people are up because it's one thing to be in a community, and it's another thing to be a part of a community. Yes. And I feel like that's something, and I think that goes with credit unions because it's a member. Everyone has a piece of it. Yes. So I'm always excited when I see you guys. So
thank you.
When we talk about giving back to the community, we all recognize that financial coaching programs are very important, especially these days. Mm-hmm. Can you give us some more insight into your programs, how they benefit members, and how they benefit the community?
Absolutely. So financial literacy, they don't teach it the way it was taught in schools. You don't know how to write a check. Mm-hmm. You don't know how to manage money. One of the things about our financial coaching project or literacy program is that we have currently 13 certified financial coaches. We also have about 4 or 5 more that are going through the certification training. Cool. We're doing this because it's important. It's important that we have our members and non-members alike to get the financial literacy and coaching that they need. A lot of times people feel, I don't need financial coaching. I have all the money that I need, but financial coaching is relevant to you if you are a part of the underserved or if you have money in your savings account. It's relevant to everybody. So we hang our hat on that area for financial coaching and financial literacy, and that we offer that service to members and non-members alike. We want to educate everyone on making the best possible financial decisions that they can.
Well, you bring up a good point. I don't remember in school where they were like, this is how you get a mortgage. This is how you buy a car. I mean, you could save money all day, but it doesn't mean you can afford to buy a car right at that moment. So it's really critical for the success of a community and for anyone to know how to do these things.
I agree. And a lot of times, it's not that you really, in some cases, that you can't afford things. Yeah. It's just you need to manage it better. Mm-hmm. You need to maybe cut down on spending here so that you can put some savings here. It's about, as you stated, educating on how mortgages go, how small business loans go, how important it is to invest in your future and your retirement. So our financial coaching programs, we cover all of those aspects because we want you to be educated. We want our members to be educated. We want everyone to be educated, So I'm really excited about that and what we're doing in the community with our financial coaching program.
I had the opportunity to meet with your team early on, and they told some very fun stories of going into the schools, into the elementary schools, and all the questions the children had and how they answered them, and brought it to them in a way that they can understand and that will carry back with them.
Yes.
And carry back to their parents. So kudos to you and your team.
You mentioned stories. People relate when they know what your story is, when they know what your journey is, what your journey has been financially or otherwise. So our coaches do share those stories. They let them know at one time, this is what I was going through. You become relatable. People begin to see how you trust, how you trust, because I'm giving you my personal information. It shows that you care, and it's just a successful program, and it's just relevant to everybody. So I am very, very excited about the work that we do.
Well, and you're not telling people what to do. You're having conversations to help them grow.
It's just conversations. If you want to build your credit, here are some things that you need to do.
Yeah.
And this will help you. Maybe that's a secured loan to establish a credit history. How about you maybe not buy a pair of shoes this week?
Don't say that to Sheila.
Probably a bad example, but
Don't use purses either.
Oh, purses are bad for her
and
too.
shoes.
Yeah.
But you put that money aside and just watch it. People are inspired. For me personally, if I have money in my savings account, it really inspires you to put more in there because you see how you're building on that.
There's a pride in that.
It's pride in it. It is. It absolutely is. So it's just relevant to everyone.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Is there any last little nuggets of advice or anything you'd like to share with our listeners today?
Yes. DMCU is here. We're here. We're in the community. We've never left. We're still in Detroit. We're in the Metropolitan area. We are here. If you need us, we're here. Financial coaching, if you need financial coaching assistant, whether you're a member or not, DMCU, we're here for you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited. There's so much good energy here. I could see why everyone would want to come to bank with you guys and be drawn to you guys.
It's the same energy that's in the city of Detroit right now.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's the same energy. It's the same momentum that's there. It's the same energy that you receive when you walk into one of our branches. It's the same energy that our employees have. We're just excited. We're excited to give back to our community.
And you know what? We all work better when we work together.
This is true.
And that's all we have here today on Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you sharing your insight. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. To learn more about the Troy Chamber or upcoming events, go to troychamber.com. Thanks, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.